We'll see you. Hello, nice to meet you.
So good to see you. How are you?
Good to see you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome.
Good to see you.
Okay.
Thank you.
This way.
Що є результатом такої підтримки. І за що я хотів би також з самого початку нашої бесіди подякувати і вам особисто, і президенту Байдену, і адміністрації Сполучених Штатів за підтримку військову допомогу Україні, за збільшення цієї допомоги, за ту допомогу, яка зараз вже надається Сполученими Штатами, і впевнений, що в майбутньому буде продовжуватись. Ця підтримка, вона говорить не тільки про наші стратегічні плани щодо вступу України в Альянс, а що найголовніше, мені здається, щодо рівня нашої армії, забезпеченості нашої армії.
We have made clear the clear preference for finding a diplomatic resolution to the conflict and to de-escalate the situation. That is the clear preference. It's also the most responsible thing that any of us can do. At the same time, we've made very clear to Moscow that if it chooses to renew aggression against Ukraine, it will be met and it will face very severe consequences. And again, that's coming not just from the United States, but from countries across Europe and beyond.
As you all know very, very well, we have been engaged in the past couple of months in an intense focus on Ukraine because of the significant buildup we've seen of Russian forces near the Ukrainian border. No provocation, no reason, except that we have a very significant force. We know that there are plans in place to increase that force even more on very short notice, and that gives President Putin the capacity, also on very short notice, to take further aggressive action against Ukraine. And that, of course, has gotten not only our attention, but it's gotten the attention of virtually all of our allies and partners, and not just in Europe, even beyond. And as you all know very well, because you're working this every day, we have tried to make clear that there are two paths for Russia. There is the path of diplomacy and dialogue to try to resolve whatever differences there are peacefully through diplomacy. Clearly the preferable path, clearly the most responsible path, and the one that we would prefer. But there is also the path, if Russia chooses to renew aggression, of confrontation and consequences for Russia. And we have been working to build out both of those paths in very close coordination and collaboration with allies and partners. The President asked me to come now to both reaffirm our own commitment to Ukraine, to consult closely with its leaders, as well tomorrow in Berlin to speak to many of our European colleagues, and then finally on Friday to see the Russian Foreign Minister, to take stock of where we are after a week of what's been very intense diplomacy between the United States and Russia at the NATO-Russia Council and at the OSCE. So we'll see where we are at the end of the week. And again, I strongly, strongly hope that we can keep this on a diplomatic and peaceful path, but ultimately that's going to be President Putin's decision.